Hello, hello, and welcome to another day. Another day, and still the same system that we're building. Yesterday we didn't code much, like we mostly tried to design stuff in a way that makes sense, and well, not everything still makes sense, so basically, yesterday we encountered the fact that we would like to use a stats container also for these ratios here, and that we can therefore not build the default stats returning in this thing, because I mean, unless we do use the fallback, I guess. Uh, I don't like this. Like, it's gonna create like a chain of fallback, and it's going to be weird. What I would rather do is that a stats container is not going to be too smart, and it's not going to return default values. Unless maybe you pass them. Mm. Maybe we could have some defaults. And maybe we could do it like... I don't know. What I want to do instead is return null if this doesn't exist. So instead of returning this, we're gonna return null. And it's not gonna be happy about it, because we need to do this then. We need to do we need to do stat equals get name, and if not, well, stat equals null, then we return -1. What's your deal? I don't know why they've done it so that you have to specify that something can be null, like... Uh, oh, virtually it's easier if everything can be null and you don't have to do this like weird typing. Bah t'es con quoi. Genre... Hello, stat, point value, c'est un float, hein. Mais quoi? Still not JavaScript, huh? But I'm telling you to put the float in there, not the fucking stats. The fuck are you talking about? This is really painful to work with. This is a stat. It has a float on it. Wait, what? Where's this value? Huh? Is this some built-in shit? You crazy or what? Values a float? Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Hmm. Call the start value. Hello? What is this fucking wrapper around it like? I need to check the fucking documentation on this bullshit. Hmm. Value type is implicitly convertible to the corresponding nullable value type. You can assign a value to a variable of a nullable value type as you would do that for its underlying value type. Huh? You can also assign the null value, for example. Mainly, oof. How many times do you need to reread the sentence to understand it? Like, you can assign a value to a variable of a nullable value type as you would do that for its underlying value type. That makes no sense. This just means like you can assign it a value just as if it was the normal type. God damn it. What a fucking convoluted way of saying this. Yeah, so okay, so that's what this fucking thing is doing. It's wrapping it in a new level of T. Look, I just want to be able to set it to null. Like, I don't give a fuck to have a wrapper around it. You can't have a null struct? Like, what is that? So of course you can coalesce it. Get value or default. Okay. If you want to use the default value of the underlying value type in place of null, use the nullable get value or default method. You can also explicitly cast a nullable value type to a non-nullable type. Doesn't seem like you should be doing this. Shifted operators, the predefined unary and binary operators, or any overloaded operators that are supported by value type are also supported by the corresponding nullable value type. These operators, also known as lifted operators, produce null if one or both operands are null. Otherwise, the operator uses the contained values of its operands to calculate the result. Okay. The bool type, the predefined, and boxing and unboxing. An instance of a new label type T is boxed as follows. If as value returns false, the null reference is produced. If as value returns true, the corresponding value of the underlying value type T is boxed, not the instance of a new label T. Of course, no. Where will box the new label? Do I not understand what box mean? Corresponding value of the underlying value type T is boxed. I mean, the whole point of the nullable T is to box the thing, no? Okay. Variable boxing is the process of converting a value type such as int, char, float, etc. to an object type. This is necessary because value types are stored on the stack, which is a region of memory that provides fast access but is limited in size and scope. On the other hand, reference types such as objects are stored on the heap, which can accommodate larger data structure and has a longer lifetime. Boxing allows value types to be treated as objects, enabling them to be stored in the heap and manipulated like any other object. Okay. When a value type is boxed, the following steps occur. Allocate memory on the heap, and the object is created on the heap to store the value. Copy the value. Value type's data is copied from the stack to the newly allocated object on the heap. Reference the object. A reference to the object is returned and can be used as an object type. Okay. So yeah, I was seeing boxing more as like you create a class that would hold this int instead. But instead they use directly assign the object to the variable. That's weird. Is this correct though? Num is an integer value type stored on the stack. The num is assigned to obj. Boxing happens. Let's see if we can actually do this. Like, because I find this code very suspicious. So if I do int num equals 1, 2, 3, and then I do object obj equals num, that works. And kind of want to log what this does. Because is it an object of type int, or like what the hell is this? What the hell is this going to be? Yeah, wait, let's do log type obj.get. Maybe I should open this. There we go. What does this log exactly? Does it log int or does it log objects? I think it logs objects. But wait. I'm not gonna be able to run this. Shit. How can I run this in editor? I think I can do void on. No? It's on GUI? Okay. Let's do if not logged, I'm gonna do this and set load to because this runs every frame, I think, so I just don't want it to spam constantly. Why do I not have a console here? Oh wait, it's here. Okay. I don't even have a scene, so it's not even running, is it? Can I? Wait. Wait, there's this thing also. Wait. Project obj equals obj equals num. Huh. And what is the type of num? It's the same. How? Was it the same type? Like, there's obviously a difference, no? Or is the object just because it was saying like if you do an object then it goes on the heap, so there's it cannot be the same, right? Unboxing. Mm, mm, okay, the obj and num uh, get type function return a system that's in 32 in both cases. Isn't there a difference? When you perform boxing in C#, the value type is wrapped inside an object, but the underlying value type information is retained. It means that the boxed object still knows its original value type, even though it is now treated as an object. Explanation: value type num.getType. When you call num.getType, num is an integer value type. GetType method returns the type of the value type, which is system.in32. When num is boxed into obj, it is wrapped inside an object type. However, the actual data and type information that is an int are preserved inside this object. When you call object.getType, the method returns the type of the original value that was boxed, not the type of the reference. The runtime inspects the boxed value and returns system.in32, which is the type of the value contained within the object. Okay. Boxing retains type information when the value is when the value type is boxed, the runtime keeps track of the actual type. Yep. Mm. Mm-hmm. Here's a simple visual representation to illustrate the process. Yeah. I guess maybe I expect an object to be necessarily like a class, or maybe I just have like the JavaScript mindset too much. Like I mean, an object is something that has properties, you know. But here it seems like it's actually a value kinda. It doesn't really have properties. It's just this int but boxed as an object, and so it is this int. It's not really an object in some way. It's like almost a value type. It's just a value type that's stored on the heap. Mm, okay, okay. This is interesting stuff. All right, so okay, so this sentence makes more sense now. Even though, yeah, it seems pretty obvious to me that you're not going to box the nullable. You can unbox a box value of a type T to the corresponding nullable value type T. Wait, what? Isn't it the opposite? Well, let's just look at the example. Yeah, using the same stuff here. What? A nullable is int. Nullable int. And a nullable boxed. Okay, so I guess what they mean is that even if you pass. Okay, that makes more sense way they explain this, because it's true, like when you look at this, you might expect that since this is a nullable T, nullable of int, that when you do this boxing here, it would box the whole nullable T, but it doesn't. It's boxing the int instead. Mm-hmm. How to identify a nullable value type? The following example shows how to determine whether a system that type instance represents a constructed nullable value type, that is, the system that nullable T type with a specified type parameter. We can call is nullable type of is nullable is non-nullable. Okay. Can do nullable.get underlying type. Oh wait, that's a function they wrote themselves. Nullable.get underlying type of type. Not null. Okay. So okay, if nullable.get underlying type of your type is not null, then it is a variable. Okay. As the example shows, you use the typeof operator to create a system that type instance. If you want to determine whether an instance is of a nullable value type, don't use the object.getType method to get the type instance. Huh? If you want to determine whether an instance of a nullable value type instances of a nullable value type, okay. Get a method to get a type instance to be tested with the preceding code. When you call the object.getType method on an instance of a nullable value type, the instance is boxed to objects. As boxing of a non-null instance of a nullable value type is equivalent to boxing of a value of the underlying type. Get type returns a type instance that represents the underlying type of your level value type. Okay, so this is just what we saw. Is that if it's not null, then yeah, it just returns int. What if it was null though? Like if I do int num2 and I do num2 that get type. Oh, that's weird. If I don't put the semicolon, it logs it, otherwise no. Okay. Yeah, shit, I was supposed to set num2 to null. Why is there no... That's bullshit, man. There's no replay of the comments, like that's... Is there though? And there's gotta be, right? Like it's just not what it's supposed to be, I guess. Bah, no. Pressing the upper row. You're lying. Doesn't work. Is it because I'm in this weird stuff here? Can I move this out? No, it's what's this? Wait, are you fucking kidding me? Ah, shit. No, how do I reopen this? Sometimes I click stuff without thinking. I don't know why. Uh, mm, okay, got one back. Um, well, I mean, I'm not against having a terminal. Although, can I do this? Oh, I can. Nice. Okay, nice. That's actually useful. Instead of opening my Git window and navigating to the projects folder every fucking time. So view toolbox notifications. Where's the C# stuff? Where's this? Toolbox. Other windows. Shader syntax visualizer. Stack trace, Unreal Engine, browser, IntelliCode suggestions, document outline. C# interactive. It was literally the last one. I want to put it as a tab. How do I do it? Okay. Alright, so now one is. Where's. Okay, so you have to press Alt. God damn it. What? Um. What was it? Okay, it's underlying type. What does this say? Type of. Yeah, but I have to do it like this, right? Hmm. Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course it's null, so you can't call get type, I guess. But what if I do this? No, I can do it. No, I can't. What the fuck? But isn't it the whole point that you can do this stuff? Only assignment, calling or incrementing, decrementing, and blah 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 can be used. This behaves in a very strange way. Because in the end, it's just like. It's like a value type. Like, there's no. You have no access to the boxing thing. Mm hmm. Okay. I'm not in the right file, so I can scroll forever. Um. So we do want this to be called value. Here. Yeah, here it's supposed to be set that value, that value. Um, I'm always gonna have to do this if I do. So bad. Oh man, new label sucks so much. And the thing is, like, they describe it for value types, but not really. Yeah, that's what I need to look at actually. New label reference types. Nullable reference types are available in code that has opted in to a nullable aware context. Nullable reference types. The null static analysis warnings and the null forgiving operator are optional language features. All are turned off by default. Nullable context is controlled at the project level using build settings or in code using pragmas. Null forgiving operator. The unary postfix operator is the null forgiving or null suppression operator in an enabled annotation context. Use the null forgiving operator to suppress all nullable warnings for the preceding expression. Yeah, that's not really what I want. Um, what I want is for it to treat it as if it was a value type, like just return null and just want to check if it's null and that's it. Like, I don't want to be calling that bullshit. Why doesn't it work the same way? What the fuck is this? There's some weird shit in C sharp. Actually, maybe this is what I want. Because I know it's not null at this point, right? Oh, I can't do this. Is it because I don't have this? Do I need it in here as well? It's not doing anything here. Why is this not working? Because it's a stroke, no? It's gotta be because it's a stroke. Now it's working. Looks kind of weird. Hmm. Why? If I remove this, does it still work? It does. It does, and this warning disappeared. Amazing. Yeah. Wow, this is next level fucking annoying. Why the fuck is it so complicated to get something to be null? Like, Seriously. Yeah, I swear I'm just gonna end up putting a property like is null on the fucking object itself. You gotta have C# 10 for this bullshit to work. Ah, not to work, like, you can enable it somehow. Who the fuck knows how? What? Is that it? It's... Oh god. Alright, how do you fucking enable? Holy shit. Where's this dumb CS4 thing? Also now it's opening. I think that's it. Yeah. Just both open the same shit, like. Well, I guess we gotta go. and edit it directly. That's not it. That's not it either. I need to stop clicking stuff randomly. Was it 9? Where's the shop 9? Okay, so do we have this thing? Wait, what the fuck? Project is the key. I guess it's this one. So any do not modify your changes will be overwritten. Use asset post processor that on generate CS project. Oh no, this is fine. It's not too much of a pain in the ass, like just to get nullable to work. My fucking shit. Where is it? Sharp assets. This is Steve. Do it using assets that. What is it? Oh, wait, is this? This is specific to. Yeah, are you fucking serious? This is. Oh, yeah, right, because you have to manually create all the XML. God. This is such bullshit. Hopefully it's writing it for us. Hopefully I didn't try to Google that. Mm. Of course. But it won't modify this now. How do I make it regenerate this thing? I have to do this in Unity, no? Maybe it's gonna run it here. See. Oh, but it didn't regenerate it. I don't think. Maybe there's just something to check in here. Mm. Wait, C# project generation here. Mm. All right. Along with the SLN, so here. Do you need this? Doesn't seem to really know what this is anyway, so let's try it like this. Okay, seems like it's working because we have a different. Where is it different though? It shouldn't change anything because we have it here. And of course I could just like put this pragma, but it's a bit of a pain. Here it changed, so it doesn't have it. Oh! What a massive pain in the ass this is. fucking swear. You know, whatever. Fuck this shit. Get the fuck out of here. Wait, where's... No. Yeah. Alright, whatever. We'll put a fucking enable here. Mm. I'm gonna have to put this shit everywhere. Should be putting it over here, whether I think. This is the same, right? Oh my god, this is crazy. Like now this shit doesn't work. How does this become non-nullable? And it was fine with it before. I think I hate C# like, for fuck's sake. What the hell is this? Wait, is it just that you now need to... Oh my fucking god. I just hate this, like... Why the fuck do you have... do this everywhere? Why can it not work like a normal language? Just accept null. We should have to do this bullshit and like differentiate everything between nullable and not nullable. Wait, in this context, do I even need to do this? No, I don't need to do it. Okay, so this is working how it's supposed to work. Yeah, this is such a bitch to get this like normal behavior to work. Probably gonna want to do the same thing with this. Maybe we don't actually. Yes, but there is the question also. Yeah, because my reasoning for having a struct was that it would work in the editor. Is the class going to work? I don't think classes work. I need to fix like all the errors so I can see it. Yes, you don't have this anymore. This is gonna be modifiers. And we're gonna need to add methods as well because we're abstracting the dictionary now. Yep, so yeah, that's what it is, right? Wait, maybe I want to rename this instead of doing this. Yes, and so for this we're gonna have to change this because we now on a public list of stats. I guess we'll go back to here and define some base ship stats so that we always have some stuff in there. So we have ship stats here. Yeah, this is gonna be ship stats, and it's gonna return a list of stats. Stats. Shit. Stats. Henix, how's it going? Oh my god. Stat and yeah. I need to change the other one as well. Just sorting breakfast. Is it hungover? How am I? I am struggling like fucking hell to get this system working. And fucking C# is being a little bitch as well. You don't really drink? Okay. Just enjoying longer sleep. A good night of sleep. Yeah. I end up drinking for my whole life, yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel like that as well. It's crazy how much I have cut down. Yeah. I also spend way too much time in bed, especially in the morning. I also have quite a hard time getting out of it. Um, okay, so problem is this thing needs to change also. Yeah. Um, mm, all right. Forget the default value for um, a damage stat. Ah, yeah, but I said like nah, this poop. Mm, I guess maybe I still want to define some defaults for this, but mm, guess I should pass this in. Um, maybe it's not that bad if we have get default damage stats, get default damage typed stats. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. I'm thinking I want to have some default for the damage types. Um, because the stuff that I know, like the crit chance of the kinetic, is going to be different, maybe. Mm, Similar bouts of frustration we are. Oh, designing a font? Yeah, must be quite painful to do. Not sure how that works, but I imagine there is some painful stuff with like scaling and that kind of like sizing issues. Ligatures, spacing, flow, yeah. Mm. Yeah, font text always something tricky. At my last job, I've been working on a font engine where basically to implement like the SDF system so that you can put a font in and it generates SDF characters that can be scaled to any size, but it's not perfect. And yeah, it's kind of complicated. The trim. I mean, also I enjoyed it. Like, it was really interesting, and I was getting paid very well for to do this, so it wasn't that bad. Are you doing like a manuscript font or? Different ship stats? I just need this list. Like, what the fuck am I making this complicated? Like, literally get rid of the shit. Oh my god. Alright, so kinetic. Um, the Christians. Hmm. I have a default Christians of like maybe 5%. Crit damage. One. And by default, this will crit 2. And I don't know if I want to set a default for damage. Yes, I do, because the main goal of this thing is to have everything defined when I create a ship assets. And as we'll go for 10. Oh. Alright, so now we do the same shit for energy. Couldn't put it at 10 as well. Energy. Christians. It's not gonna. There is not going to be a default Christians on it. And the damage modifier is only going to be 1.5. Alright, and then explosive. Explosive, we'll give this a little more by default, or maybe not, just like have just 5%, but we'll give it 2.5. Yeah. Okay, so we have get default ship stat, and now we want to use this in the asset over here. Yay. Alright, now this is a list of shit stat modifier. And we get rid of this. Okay. ED was rough but pretty, curly but readable. Oh, this description already. Yeah, I see where you're struggling now. Seems like everything and the opposite. Making the impossible fonts. You love a challenge, yeah. It's good to have challenges. For sure. Alright. Wait, no. What? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so here we want to call get value. Yeah. Actually, I'll get rid of this and I'll make this so that it takes a damage type. That is optional. Oh, yeah. My bad. I will pass it down here. We should have this. No? Why would we not have this? Yeah, this needs to be working with the damage type. Damage type. Cross damage type, not none. And we pass it down here. The problem is I need this to also work with it. And it already does. Beautiful. Okay. So, yep, just pass it down here and we good. Also, I think. Oh, by the way, Nix, I had an idea for one of the ships, and I think for you it would be probably more fun to work on the ships, no? Maybe on enemies and player ships. I mean, definitely the player ships are going to be the most interesting stuff in my opinion because there's gonna be, well, like I said, there's the whole shipbuilding part that is going maybe to play a role in the graphics as well. Why you do everything? Yeah, that's cool, but surely you have some preference. Yeah, I would like to go for Victor. Um, I mean, it's not much. It's just like I had an idea for the ships that I thought maybe would be interesting for you to design graphically. So it would be this dual ship, like, and so I guess in terms of gameplay, it would be in a ship that is split in some way, and like all the modules on one side have like bonus to kinetic damage, and all the bonuses on the other side are energy damage. And so how this gonna work in the game is like kinetic is going to be effective against anything that is not protected by a shield, and energy is going to be effective against the shields. And yeah, so I felt like that would maybe be interesting to design. Mm. And like in my mind, the split is vertical, but maybe that's not the best way to go about it. Maybe there's other things to try. I don't know. Not sure what you can do with this, but I feel like there's a lot of possibilities to explore. Alright, so we're down to one. I don't know yet, but I think at least in the first time we're gonna go for drone. and I think it's more like in the UI we will have generation for sure. But even in the UI, I think we're still gonna need um, a background image that is uh, put behind. Oh my god, it's this goddamn bot again. You would have done it the other way? I mean, the thing why I want to do it this way is because you you will see a large part of you will see the ship's layout in detail when you are in the UI, but when you are in game, like it's probably gonna be fairly small. Although I would like to show the modules in action and all, but I feel like it's going to be difficult, you know. Because I feel like in terms of gameplay, it's going to be important that your ship is not very big and that you have large area of vision around you. So I kind of doubt there's gonna be a lot to do with generating well, even just adding detail, because like right now I have it, you know, like you can see the turrets, they move and all, but you can't really see them, and I already think that I'm too zoomed in, so yeah, I'll send it to you. It's yeah, so you can think of it as the theme for this ship is duality. And alright, I'll send it to you. And how are you wanting it rendered? So, oh, yeah, I was gonna say I can show you the game, but I think just go for a style similar to what Nova Drift is doing. And just vector graphics. Um, block shapes and white. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be white, but I think the rather simple shapes work out well. I mean, yeah, that's also why I like this style is that I think it's gonna be easier to pull off in the end. Because like if we go for pixel art, it has to be amazing, you know. Otherwise, it's just not going to be very good, you know. But a style like this, I think we can get something really nice. Actually, most of the work is going to be in engine anyways, so. Mm, might struggle translating in vector. Why? I mean, Yeah, I expect that you would play on color to show it. I don't really see how else you can do it. I mean, you can play on shape as well. But yeah, color probably is the main. Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, kinetic is maybe something that's more sharp. Yeah, but like I said, this is probably something where there is a bit of research to do, and yeah, explore different options, see what might work. So that's why I'm saying it's probably interesting for you to do, because there is a bit more. Um, yeah, there's a question of exploring a bit what can how the how this can be represented visually. Yep, yep. That's why I think this is something um, that you will enjoy, maybe more than doing UI, for example. At least it's gonna be more interesting for you. Well, hopefully, if I get rid of this, we good. Oh, fucking hell. Of course not. Mm. Did I not rename this? Wait, this whatever this. I'm just gonna replace this with a debug log, like. Uh, uh, but this is the baker. When we still need to bake this probably. Mm, still need to bake the models, like. Even though we're gonna create the entities and we're not going to rely on the baker. Um, that I will still need to bake the model. This is going to be done. Yeah. Hmm. This is gonna be pain again. Yeah, of course I have a class to instantiate the modules, but I still don't have a way to identify who is who. And therefore I need still need the ID shit, don't I? Why do I think this would work? Like, how am I? Yeah, I guess I just didn't think about this, did I? God. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, it does. Well, it's kind of a mix of puke with piss color. I guess that's why. This is even worse. Yeah. The thing is, there's no good color that contrasts decently with the rest. This. That's fine. Alright, that's. Yeah. I don't know if that's better, but. Mm. Yeah, it's a bit better. Um. Yes, I didn't think about this part properly, so now I'm fucked. So does this mean we need to keep this module ID? The thing is, we need something that works the same way. With yeah. Yeah, we need something that works the same way with the ship assets, and so because of that, it's not going to work. So what I need is some kind of object here. It's gonna be a prefab list throwing, or rather it's gonna be a prefab yeah, it's gonna be like a prefabs just call it prefabs authoring. And so we're gonna have a prefab type, and we're gonna have a prefab ID. I guess I could do a system that's similar to the quadrant system for this. I really don't want to bother. The problem is I need these entities to be singletons. Otherwise, it's a pain in the ass to get them. So I need to be able to easily get these entities and instantiate them. Can you do stuff like doesn't seem like this works. Oh man. Should I just add the mesh render manually? What would it take just do this in entity code? Like, literally take the model reference and yeah, just add a mesh renderer on it. If I do add component new mesh renderer, what do I have to set? Need materials, of course, yeah. And this is what material. I mean, I can just have a public material over here. How do you specify the mesh? Like, what? Oh, it's a different thing, isn't it? Yeah. I could share it as well. This isn't. Okay, so this is what we need. Under mesh materials. What is this though? Mm. I already got a lot of oh my god. I already got a lot of sounds, and actually some of them are from these guys too. It's yeah, was it OVNI? OVNI? Yeah, I actually got some of them, but maybe those are good too. What we got for €1? Not really the ones I like most, although this might be nice. Yep. Yeah, I already got the bundle like this. So I do have quite a collection already. I think I have retro stuff like this though. Right, it's oven. Yeah, I might be interested actually to get more. I don't know. 20. Quarter 20 has some synthwave. Yeah, it could kind of work, maybe. We need something that is quite energized. This is maybe a bit too chill. Probably something that's progressive also, where I can yeah, play with the intensity. This one. And there's some cool stuff in here, but I don't think it would work with this one. Music. Favorite music. Imagine I put this in the game as the main music. Air sound. Sports, Roblox. Also, I think the stuff that interests me more is in the 40, like this one, for example. This would be good. Probably. This would be useful probably. Still amazing value for the price, but since I already got quite a lot, I think I'm gonna pass this one. Although there's a few things like this. Maybe this could be good as well. Yeah, this is the kind of music that I need for the game actually. Something that's very progressive, you've got different parts, and it sounds like this. That's pretty good actually, I think that it works pretty well. Well, how many of this shit is there? This thing doesn't even post a link, like what the fuck is it? What's the point of doing this? Is the sound of Chrome too loud? It's supposed to be at -21. A little. Okay, I'll drop it more, I guess. Yeah, I was just saying, like, what is this fucking bot doing? Like, it's spamming this useless message and, like, there's not even the link in it. It's just going to streams and spamming this shit. Like, what is the point? Hmm. Wait, it's 18? I mean, that's kind of worth it, though. Alright, I have 20 days to decide. I'll come back to this. Yeah, it is definitely still a value. I just don't know if I have enough with the other bundle that I got. But at the same time, I'm thinking, like, it's 20 euros, then you keep this forever and you can use it for any kind of other games. So that's gonna be valuable for a long time. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I will probably get it. Uh, the thing is, I've been thinking also to invest in Mr. Zukowski's class, which is on discount, but it's not cheap at all, like $280. So, and I bought the fucking Elden Ring DLC, so it's a lot of spending. But yeah, I agree, it's definitely good value. Yeah, yeah, it is definitely. But it's too hard not to buy it. Like everyone's playing it everywhere. And now I'm just getting my ass kicked by fucking overpowered bosses. Hmm, involved in what? Uh-huh. Just let me just okay. I guess it doesn't matter then. Is Dark Soul and Shinrin's reskin? Yeah, I mean I wouldn't be surprised that they reused a lot of the code. not sure they would reuse the whole engine. I feel like they would reuse a lot of it, but re-architecture it probably. Like. Ah. Yeah. Same with Armored Core. Mm. Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like the gameplay is kind of jank sometimes. Mm. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised by that. Like, given how jank the gameplay is sometimes, like the camera, the fucking camera on the bosses is crazy bad. And and yeah, even like sometimes the aiming is complete garbage. Like literally, you have a giant monster right in front of you, and your character finds a way to put a swing in the air. I mean, nah. In terms in terms of content, the DLC is like I think there is almost as much content as the main game, so I think it's worth it. Especially and like the bosses are really yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean. You mean the main game. Um, yeah, I think it was around 60. Not sure. Not sure I paid 60 for it. I think I paid 40, but maybe not. Yeah, but it's like Assassin's Creed and shit. Like you look at the price of these games, it's like, oh, what the fuck? But at the same time, they have such massive teams working on this, and it takes like years of development. So, is it that much money? Mm. Yeah, that's true. The team doesn't get as much. Yeah, for sure, for sure. But they do have a lot of costs to recoup. Like when you pay a team of like how many people are working on Elden Ring? Yeah. 300 developers. Like if you pay everyone like 5k, at least to the employer it costs 5k, and honestly there's probably more, like 7,000. Like there's 2 million a month. That's crazy. So you do have to make quite a lot of money to get this back. his boss is paid 10 times more than him. Yeah, I mean, Ubisoft Bulgaria. I mean, there is a reason why they have an office in Bulgaria, even though they are a French company. Because like the people in that office, like they cost 10 times less. So if we do the same calculation, like let's say now you pay them like 2000 instead, or yeah, probably you can get down to 2000. Then you just put your costs to 1/4 of what it was before. Yeah. Of course it's shady, but of course it makes sense also. Can you imagine? Like you can cut your costs by at least half. That's crazy. But where it's fucked up is that there is no redistribution when the game does work, you know. And that's where it's fucked up though. Yeah. Yes, many countries are much more efficient in terms, even in terms of taxes. It's crazy how much cheaper it is over there, probably. Like, and especially when you have to pay people because, like, they show you. Can you imagine that like 45% of the salary that is paid to someone in France is charges that go to the state? Like 45%. So that's when when someone is employing you in France, they pay you something, and then but actually what it costs them is double. That's that is insane. If I look at Bulgaria, mm, no, it's not that low actually. Oh wait, oh but 13% is paid by the employee. Yeah, okay, so this is the part of the employer. So it's less than half where it is in France. The beer is cheap in France. Yeah, depends where, but yeah. In my city, you can get a pint for like yeah €6, but depends. Like in the cheapest place, you can get it for 5, I guess. Mm. Well, interestingly enough, the French are always setting things on fire, so that those taxes are very high. Because the reason we set stuff on fire is to keep the benefits that the governments provide. And this is the reason why we have this crazy 45% charges on the employer. But I mean, I don't know what is the part for the employee, but I believe it is at like 25%. So you can, I mean, it makes a crazy total of the money. It's kind of a cycle, like you cannot get out of it. Like people want the benefits, but at the same time, they the salaries suffer from the fact that there is insane charges. And like even the employment market suffers from it because of course when you have that much charges, you cannot employ as many people. I don't even know what you're referencing to. Like my history is very bad. What the fuck is this? Is it uh, is it in Les Ardennes? Especially since I've lived in this region, well, here actually. I've been to Verdun and all that shit. Oh, that's much older actually. I thought this was something from World War II. Uh, it doesn't really tell me. Oh, the Carpathian, of course. Country of Valor. Mm-hmm. Right. It does go way back. What happened on this line? Oh, you mean Valor line is people, it's not geographic. I thought when you said Valor line, it made me think of something like the Maginot line, yeah. Yeah, Bloodline. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Hugo Capet. Louis VI, The Fat. Yeah, you probably do. I mean, you do have to take some interest in it because, like, I mean, I vaguely remember that we talked about the Capetian and, like, yeah, stuff like this at some point in school. But man, this is far away. Like, we're talking like 30 years far away. I enjoy, can enjoy that. I spend way too much time in code to have time to get interested in this. And besides that, I don't really care that much. You have a whole encyclopedic memory on Joan of Arc, which goes even further. Yeah. And if I remember correctly, she is born very close to where I lived. Um, where is it? Um, Orléans. Born. Domremy. Yep. Oh, that's a shitty map, but open it. For fuck's sake. Why did they do this? Why is there no fucking way to get on actual Google Maps? Hmm. How is it? Yeah. So me, I was living somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. Very, very close by. You live in the middle of England. Isn't that London? Oh wait, no, I guess not. Oh, it goes all the way up. I thought it was stopping over here. I mean, I don't want to dox you, so. Sheffield. Where the fuck is this? Oh, you said in the middle. Oh, here. Oh, yeah, that is the middle. Also, you're very close to Manchester and Liverpool. But it's funny because, like, I know all this stuff by name, but I never really looked at the map to see where it was. Right, enough geography. I need to. Okay, so I need to pass. We have an example of doing this. Maybe ChatGPT knows how to do this. Considered the bottom of the north of England. The barrier that keeps the Midlands out. The Midlands. Mm. Oh, that doesn't really. Do you mean like countryside or? Hmm. Like Northerners, Midlanders, and Southern Southerners are all separate groups and are different from one another. Suddenly fell in love with a Southerner, and my girl has his accent. uh, I think it's like what the Scotland accent that is crazy hard to understand. I once there's a video that goes around on Instagram of like some British parliamentary like doesn't he can't even get understood by his
Mr. Speaker, I know from speaking to a number of parliamentary colleagues that there are still certain aspects of the estate, including the Northern Estate, that are not great for people with disabilities. Can I ask the honourable gentleman what work is being done to make sure that this place is more accessible, particularly for some of our colleagues who have a disability?
Here.
I'm sorry. It must be something to do with my Antipodean background. Could you please repeat the question, because I didn't follow it?
Well, very popular today. I'm saying that a number of parliamentary colleagues who have disabilities do find it quite difficult getting around certain parts of the state. Given that we're doing this refurbishment work, what can be done to make sure that those with a disability are able to move around more freely and the place is accessible?
I mean, yeah, I could make out disability and access, I guess, but that's pretty much it. Or accessible at the end and disability in somewhere in the middle, but that's pretty much all I got. Can you actually understand him like clearly? I didn't even know he was Scottish. But yeah, I believe like Scottish accent is quite known for being one of the hardest one to understand. And I believe Irish also is quite crazy. Well, I guess some part of Irish. Yeah, Irish and Scottish are similar. Yeah. That's probably why. But isn't Scottish in the south as well? Oh, it's in the full north. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking of Wales, yes. I find it funny, like in every country, well, especially in Europe, you have all these regions and they all have their own accents and languages. Even in France, like, it's the same. You have like, I don't know, 40, maybe not 40. Like, how many? Mm, yeah, so roughly that's how France is or was divided between like different languages, and you have many places where they're always like getting in the street or setting shit on fire to have their language taught in school and that kind of stuff. Yeah, yeah, it's still divided within. Yeah, so what you mean is that England is divided between South, Midlands, and North, and then you have the other ones like Wales and Scotland. Hmm. Are they actually separate countries? Hmm. I knew like there was some kind of independence, but like to the point of being like their own countries. I mean, yeah, like what does it mean to be their own country? Especially like the Basque and Corse or are the most aggressive about keeping preserving their culture. Well, they kind of want independence. At least for a long while, they have wanted independence. Scottish tried to get independence a few years back. Was that when you exited Europe? I think I remember like when you were going to exit Europe, a lot of countries and like England. Yeah. It doesn't sound like the worst thing, but at the end of the day, like you have very good relationship with the US and you also still have good relationship with Europe, so I'm not sure exactly how how bad of an impact it has. Mm. Oh, you lost a lot of funding in entertainment. There is definitely entertainment is definitely not the thing that I thought would get impacted by this. You are grey and beige drones? Is that a saying? No fun allowed. Mm. I thought exiting Europe would have a lot more consequences in terms of like importation and exportation, this kind of stuff. Mm. Prices went up. Yeah, I mean, prices went up everywhere. Mm. I mean, your healthcare was already in the bin before the Brexit, right? Wasn't it like an argument? Wasn't it an argument that exiting Europe would allow you to have more budget for NHS or something like that? It was a lie. Yeah, they never invested. Where did all that money go? Assuming that they actually had some money that they got back from this. You have to book 3 weeks in advance now? Yeah. Well, that's crazy. So somehow it had even worse of an impact. Mm. I don't really see like where was the impact of Europe in your health system? Mm. Yeah, I mean, maybe they would have you back, but it's probably going to be costly. And I believe the exit was already costly. Mm. Mm. Yeah, that's the thing with voting. Only, well, all the old people go to vote, but the young people not that much. I think we got some pretty bad stats about this, like uh what is this? Mm. And of course we have the far right in front of every other party. That's also something. Yeah, so you see like 53% of young people, like 18-24, didn't go to vote. Mm. Yeah, as far as I understand, the whole Brexit stuff was a far right movement. Mr. Boris Johnson, he he really seemed, yeah, to control immigration, yeah. Mm. But that's what I don't understand. Like, how can you have more immigration now, because I will assume now you have a bit more control than before on the frontiers, on the borders. Sorry. I mean, uh, how did it go like this? Like, yeah. You know, like the French are really battling. Like there is police over there all the time. And yeah, it's quite crazy over there, and the people in Calais are not happy about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. That's crazy. I didn't know. I didn't know France offered this. They must be really desperate with this fucking situation to offer to pay for this. Yeah, it's crazy. Like I've seen. There are some documentaries about the situation over there, and it's crazy. Like you have basically um shit. Where's the basically slums where people are stacked up and like constantly trying to up on trucks to get through, and there's so much control. Like I, I don't think they can even get through. Because from what I understood, like even if you manage to make it through on the French side, there's still a shit ton of controls on the UK side. So usually you will just come back. Huh. But yeah, it creates a lot of problems because there's always like riots happening. Like sometimes there's a fire that starts and like it has like very like terrible consequences in camps like this. Very key welcoming immigrants tend to be more pleasant. Oh, for sure they are less entitled, I guess. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't think like bringing a lot of people who have nothing uh, is a good thing, you know. With a fruit and veg pickers shortage because of people moving away, and the UK public complained, and the guy was like, "Well, will you work the field?" And they were like, "No." Yeah, I guess there are some jobs that we don't want to do anymore. But I don't know. For sure, we have moved towards societies where like manual work uh, is not something that people aim towards usually. and especially that kind of seasonal stuff. Yeah, of course, someone has to do it. Mm. I mean, usually, gathering is stuff that people will go to do when they don't have when they're students, you know, like when you're a student, you're poor as fuck, so you go to do this, you know. It's like some of your first work experiences, and it happens on the summer, so it's usually you're on holiday. Mm. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I just don't think, at least in France, a lot of the immigration is not people coming to pick apples. They're not really in the food business. But of course, some of them are. Some of them will do any job and just want to, um, like, make it out of some bad situation. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, um, here you usually don't have to work either, but students still usually do it. I don't know, like if you have a project or if you want to buy something expensive, that's what you do, you know. But otherwise, if you're going to university, it's basically free, so you don't even have to take a loan. If you go to a private school, then yes, you need to take a loan. It's not too crazy. Like you'll usually end up with like 20,000 in debt, something like that. But yeah, like 1 year of university here is like 300 or 400 euro. And I think that includes the books, maybe. I am 9K. 9K a year, it's starting to be quite a lot of money. 12K maintenance. Oh yeah, that's crazy. So wait, but so your system is kind of like the US then? I thought it was more like France. I mean, like 21K a year. That's crazy. Like the most expensive schools in France, the private ones are probably like, yeah, around 10K, I think. 10K a year. But that's the really expensive ones. And I'm pretty sure there's some regulation that prevents them from going higher than this, because I don't think I've ever heard of a school that has like crazy prices above this. Oh, the you can start paying it back after you have an earnings threshold. Yeah, that's well, at least that's decent. You expected to find a career and begin paying back. Yeah, I mean, of course they expect you to pay it back. But yeah, I mean, like getting out of university with like almost 100,000 in debt, and that's crazy. I mean. Mm. Yeah, sometimes I don't realize how good I have it because making 100,000 is not that easy. Even with the salaries that I can get as a software developer, and I am in a very, very good situation compared to most other jobs. Like, I probably, yeah, I would probably make about like 4 times what is the like national average or the minimum wage, and yeah, I, I did take a lot of time off, so that's probably why I think it's hard to make that much money. It's because I do stuff like this, you know. I stop working for months and I do a project like a video game where I don't earn any money. Well, I like this, you know. I like to explore topics on my own, and yeah, I like the creative aspect of it. But yeah, it's kind of crazy like getting out of school with like that much debt. Yeah, yeah, a lot. Yeah, like most people cannot do this. Either because they have crazy debts like this coming out of school, or because they just don't earn enough money. Like if you earn uh, what we call the SMIC, which is like the minimum wage, you basically have enough to um, live in a very modest way every month. But you can't save any money, and you can't do anything. You can't really do any expenses. Yeah, I have like 20 ideas at present, all valid and somewhat interesting, but I'm always working on uni or other people's stuff. I don't have time for my own stuff. Yeah. I mean, yeah, time is money. Hey, hello, the real M18. Welcome. How are you doing? Uh, yeah, like I said, like time is money. Basically, if you have money, then you can take time off. That's it. Yeah, I'm great. Kind of stopped coding at the moment, but we're having a good discussion about yeah life in general. Yeah, you distracted me. That's why I'm not coding. It's not because I'm lazy at all. It's all your fault. No, but I mean it's cool to um, talk about this stuff too. Yeah, even doing those kind of breaks, like it is a very precarious situation. Like you really have to be careful how much you spend. Yeah, yeah. I didn't think it was so different. I mean, I know you have more of an like English culture, like maybe more maybe it's a bit more closer to the US in terms of thinking. Yeah, I always thought of the UK as the European USA in some way. Mhm. The cabbage kind of Europe. What is that maintenance debt that you said? Like you're paying 9K for the uni, and but you have 12K in what? Oh, you mean okay. Oh yeah, yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, for this I was also lucky because my mom was paying my expenses while I was studying, so this is a lot more comfortable as well, and avoids having a gigantic debt at the end. Mm. Yeah. That's actually impressive that you can manage a family on four on that much. In 12,000 pounds. Yeah, 14,000, yeah. I mean, that's roughly like. Mm, actually, that's less than the minimum wage, I guess. Yeah, the key to not spending money is really not to leave your house, definitely. That is also what I do. It works great. Although I am spending, I'm spending probably as much as you for a family of four. But I don't live like at the bare minimum, I guess. For example, I have a HelloFresh subscription, so that is probably not the most effective way to get food. But also, yeah, yeah. So you cook a lot. Mm. Oh yeah, I could probably save also a lot if I was taking the time to go to the supermarket and like buy everything myself. And cook it. Just sacrifice holidays, days out. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, holidays. I mean, traveling, definitely not cheap. Mm. I mean, yeah. Like, either the plane, yeah, hosting everything, and you're still paying stuff at home. Like, yeah, traveling is not cheap at all. Yeah. I mean, yeah, when you just have enough for every month, yeah, it's kind of broke as hell. Mm, yeah, you left a 35k a year teaching job for this. Yeah, I mean, this is the cost of following your passion. But money is not everything. Like, although I expect that if you had a job teaching, it probably was a bit more. It wasn't completely, totally not meaningful or soulless, but um, it might not be the thing for you, you know. And you hated what you were teaching. Why? Oh. And what were you teaching? Mm. Oh, okay. Mm. Fire marshalling. It's the team leading mental health. And that's a lot of stuff. So you said employability qualifications, and you teach all of this stuff. Fire marshalling. What the fuck is fire marshalling? Okay, so I guess it's like very basic um stuff that can help you in jobs, like kind of basics of something, but you have to know it for certain jobs. No, really. I don't know if we have this in France. So this companies I've worked at, and I really don't think anyone would fit this description. You know? Yeah, it would be even more useful here. But then again, we were also not supposed to drink on in the office. I see, I see. Yeah, I can see how that wouldn't be the best thing to teach. So you still want to stay a teacher, like you don't really want to you don't want to learn to work on your own project? Mm, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, you could also get hired as um, game designer or graphic artist. Yeah, because you're, yeah, you think because you have already experience. I mean, the economy is not the same, I would say. I mean, yeah, I mean, like for skills that require a lot of studies, if there is a lot of demand and not that many people, yeah, but like now there is a lot of remote work. You can go. I actually was saying this today. You can go to remotegamejobs.com, and they are always posting stuff on here, and there's a shit ton of stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, I see, I see. I mean, for sure, yeah, if you have experience, um, in teaching, you might have a leg up, getting a teaching job, but at the same time, these jobs, they pay quite a lot also. Like your focus is game design, right? Oh, yeah, there's literally one. Yeah, so that's the problem though. They do often ask for experience, but not always. Like for example, you do have some freelance stuff also, which might also be an option. Um, I believe junior associate is entry job. What's the tag? Skills, categories. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's definitely a good strategy to build a big portfolio. If you have a large portfolio coming out of school, it won't matter how much actual professional experience you have. I mean, working at a company. Mm. Yeah, I mean, I feel like any work deserves a salary, even if it's a small one, But at the same time, I think what you're doing is smart because you're working on real projects, so you're getting as close as real world experience that you can get without actually having to get hired and all that. But You know, like many companies are very happy to have free interns also, which I always think is fucked up that they don't even pay like the small like 500 or whatever it is. Yeah, that is definitely a good way to go about it. And besides, you might end up working on a project that's actually going to bring some money, you know. Mine, for example. Well, hopefully, I wouldn't count on it too much. Like it is. It is not exactly my first game, but it is. It is definitely my first game in terms of going on Steam and targeting PC, which I feel I am a lot more. I am in a much better place to do because I cannot stand mobile games. Like I don't give a fuck about mobile games. I feel like there's always shitty money grabs, and I really don't want to work on that kind of stuff. And I tried to do that for a while with a friend. And yeah, I mean, like we didn't have much passion for it. The reason that I didn't go to uni at 18 is because I was self-employed with a PR and marketing business. So I know how to read trends, how to advertise and analyze data, and what to expect for the people I work for. So, do you see good results for me? I mean, that's a lot of skills that could. That is a lot of skills that could come in handy for the game as well. Your main focus is game design, right? Hmm. Mm. But I mean, your school is it has a focus on game design or storytelling, visual designer. Hmm. It has a long time to study. Mm. Hmm. So you're doing 4 years in game design and development. So are you learning to code as well? I mean, that is what development is, or do you mean development like in more of a? Do you mean game dev in a more generic way to say the discipline of making games, which is composed of many different skills? Okay, so yeah. Okay, yeah, so I guess to do game design you do have to implement stuff in engines like Unity and Unreal. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I mean, yeah. A game dev is definitely something where you need many skills, but at the same time, I feel like it is much more efficient to focus on one thing that you can do well, you know? Like, for me, if I start try to become an artist, like, it's gonna take like 5 years before I can do anything decent. So I feel like the better way to do it is just to find someone that knows how to do this. All right. Okay. Mm. There's definitely uh, some interesting thing that can be done with them. My game is not going to be lore heavy, definitely, but mm, if I have time, I might decide to try to develop it a little. I would still like to have at least like, you know, a surface lore, like some some kind of reason uh, why you do what you do. Mm. Yes, you do seem to bring a lot of tools. Yeah, yeah, of course. Mm. Yeah. But so if you were to aim for for a job that is not teaching, would you go for something that is more game design or arts or mm, game design? You actually hate art? Really? Wait, wait, why are you making art then? Uh, I mean, I thought you were very motivated to build your portfolio and get a job. But like, if you if you hate it, then you don't want to go for a job in art, right? Yeah, get some experience that is more game design related as well. Mm, yeah, yeah, we should go over the game design document that I have, and like I should give you access to the Nuclino. Yeah, we can do this over Discord and like um maybe share screen, and I can go through this whole thing with you if you want. And yeah, actually I was thinking I also have this game assets tab here where we will also be managing what needs to be done. Mm. And the nice thing about this is that you can do like hard stuff, and for example, uh, well, what do I have like? If I, wait, shit. I can link stuff to the game design document. So, well, like overall, it's a nice way to work. So yeah, I should give you access to that. Mm, let me do this now, actually. Ju- okay. Actually, let's do this later. I will need to ask you for an email address, but okay, if you send it on Discord now, I closed it, so there won't be a notification. Yeah, you're still on the font. Well, you are doing better than me at staying on your task. Ah, shit. It's 2 p.m. Yeah. Yeah, but send me whatever email is most comfortable for you to work with, and I will invite you. And yep, so that was fun, but didn't get much done. I actually need to go to the gym now. Today is gym day, and I've already skipped Friday. So I'm gonna cut it here, and either uh, either I'll be back later to try to do some actual work, or tomorrow I will try to really do a much stronger session. I want to try to do like 2 hours session max, because I feel like after 2 hours I kind of need to take a break. And it's not that I need it, but I feel like I am more productive if I do take a break. I know you don't believe in breaks. Yes. Maybe I can 14 hours a day every day. Holy shit. Yeah, but you see, maybe if you instead of doing 14 hours a day, you do like 13, but with 15-minute breaks every like I don't know 4 hours or something like that. Maybe you would get more done. That is still a crazy reason, but yeah. I should up my rhythm as well though, because I'm like the last uh yeah. Yeah, I blame it on the French culture totally. It's because I was raised in this culture. It's not really my fault, you know, it's not because I cannot take responsibility for myself. It's just, you know, I grew up in this culture, so can't do much about it, can I? At least you have a culture. Yeah, that's true. That's true, we have a decent culture actually. It's a bit centered about drinking, but well, not centered, but yeah, I feel like in everyday society is quite a big part of any social thing. My culture is colonization. Well, we do have this slavery also. Racism we have also. We have all of this as well. Tea. mm, oh, I wouldn't say food is your strong point for sure. It's true now that you say it. What do we associate with British? Like rain? I feel like there is elegance. Elegance is something that elegance or sophistication is kind of something that I associate with British, but not the Skins UK, if that makes sense. Do you know the Skins series? Mm. This side is much less elegant. Yeah. But France has a side like this as well. Maybe not as much, but I feel like when I was living in the countryside, it was a bit more like this. It's honestly closer to reality. It's not high tea and cigarette holders. Yeah. I mean, yeah, of course, like most of the people are probably not on the sophisticated style side. So 3D sportswear and fake trainers. Yeah. I mean, I feel like all cultures have this split, and the sophisticated side is the one with the least people. And the majority is more on the Just a third world country attached to London, yeah. I mean, I feel like it's like this in many countries, you know. France could be also described as Paris and then the rest, you know. Like we even have uh, a word to describe the people that are not from Paris, yeah, which is provincial. Like you have this word province, which means basically a region that is not Paris. And yeah, not provincial, but provincial. Like I think province is also a word in English. Yeah, it's a region. So we have the same thing, but for us it means not Paris. Yeah. Many countries are much more similar than they have differences, yeah. Mm. I guess the biggest difference is when you go from a Western country to an Eastern one. There is a real fundamental uh, different shift in culture. Hey, the real M18. Thank you very much for the follow. Really appreciate it. I hope to see you again here. Alright, that's gonna be all for me. Otherwise, I'm never going to go to the gym again, and there is no way that I skip today. So let me open you wanna call. Okay. Mm, okay, maybe we could accept 5768 for you. Yeah, that would be probably the time that I would want to call today. Because like, I'm gonna go to the gym and probably I'm gonna get back around 6. But we can do this another day. I don't know, tomorrow I would have time, but at the same time I would like to actually have a productive day for once. Yeah, no worries, no worries. We don't have to do it today. Yeah, maybe after, I don't know. Thing is after I'm going to bed quite early these days, so I think after is not going to work for me. Mm, yeah, I mean, it's not urgent, you know, like. No, don't change your plans. Like, you know, it's not urgent. Like, we can do it either tomorrow or the day after that. Yeah, we'll find some time. All right. Well, good luck with your font. And to anyone else watching, then have a great day. Well, to everyone watching. Is fonting, yep. Should I read someone? I've never read in anyone. I don't even know how that works. Who is on? Ah, c'est Cakes.
On dit bon, ouais, Street 4.
I
En
guess
fait,
we're reading
ma
Cakes
take
then.
à moi, de personne qui n'y connaît rien, c'est que Street Fighter 4.
Oh, I send you to Cakes, so you'll be home. Wait, how the fuck does that work though? Start red and it's actually proposing some other stuff here. You're already there. Okay. Wait, how do I do this? I managed to do it. There we go. Red with one viewer, let's go. 2 viewers. Let's go.
To the game.h. Game constants?